Hello everybody, Alex Gusev here, trying to figure out a quick and effective way to pass some information to those of you who are considering going to Eastern Townships, because I'm not going to have time to write everything that I would like to say, and my hope is that through this small podcast I can share a more vivid picture of what I was able to see over the last few days. So I was in Magog last week, end of last week, and I stayed at Manoa de Sable, the hotel that I had first seen maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I've taken a couple of photos that I'm sharing with you in this online album. And as I'm going through photo to photo, I wanted to give you a little bit more insights and so on and so forth. So the location itself is about 100 kilometers east from Montreal, give or take. So it's easy access along Highway 10. The town of Magog is not too big, not too small town. Kind of charming. It has, restaurants and places to visit, to go out. It's on the shore of a fairly large lake, which I think is also called Magog. On the south side of that lake, in distance, you can see the Owl's Head, the other mountain. And so, hotel has quite a few rooms. It's very spacious. It's about 5 minutes away driving from Mount Orford, which you can actually see on the first picture in the album. Mount Orford is owned by the province of Quebec, much like Magog is owned by New York State. What it means for us, nothing much really. It has a gondola, which is the only one in the area of Eastern Townships. Now those of us who enjoy gondola at Gore would appreciate having it at Mount Orford. You can read up about the mountain online. I don't want to spend time on that. So essentially the block of our rooms that we're going to have typically would be standard 2 queen beds. You'll see a photo of that. And there is also possibility to get a suite. Suite, if I'm not mistaken, is $85 more than the regular room. Of course, everything is pre-tax, so plus tax, but I'll calculate that for you. So just give you a sense of scale. And it would be a junior suite, which, as you'll see in the photo, has 1 queen bed in a kind of bedroom, separated by a French door between that and the living room, in which there is a pull-out couch where presumably the kids will sleep. I know in some families like mine, probably mom and dad will be relegated to the couch and kids would get the big queen bed. A fireplace, it's pretty cozy as it goes. It has a small kitchenette, the suite does, and I think a fireplace that can be shared between both bedroom and living room. The standard 2 queen room, which is the one also depicted in one of the photos, it's standard in any sense of the word. It's neither too big, neither too small. It has 2 beds, it has a TV, chair. It does not have a kitchenette or any of the kind of kitchen equipment, so just basically a plain room. Hotel has a couple of common areas that we can enjoy, and it also has the spa, which is in the hotel, but it's operated kind of separately. So to have access to the spa, it costs $25 per person. I think it's well worth it, and to those of you guys who are listening, I think you might as well just calculate that in your cost and make sure that our lovely wives take advantage of this opportunity. And Quebec is a great place to do it. They have a great tradition of outdoor spa and saunas, and the idea is, well, I think you know what the idea is without me telling you. So very, very nicely appointed inside and outside. There's also the swimming pool to which everybody has access, and yeah, that's kind of neat. So that's about a hotel. The original thought was to have a package 5 or 7 nights, but I already understood that people want to stay for 4 nights, some for 6, some for 9, and so on. So at the end of the day, I had a hotel work out sort of daily rate prorated daily rate based on a single occupancy, double occupancy. That includes one night lodging. It includes one full American breakfast, access to recreational facilities, and includes a service charge. And so you'll see those on the website, but basically the rates would be $138.80 for single occupancy, $81.20 for double, $65.40 for triple. Those are per person rates. Tax is not included. And there'd be different rates for the kids. Kids don't pay for the accommodation. They're free if they're under the age of 18 and staying with an adult. They just pay a prorated day rate for breakfast. So that's one of your options. So you can get a discounted rate if you go through the group, or you can book directly with the hotel, which is totally fine with me. I mean, I honestly don't care. It's nothing for me one way or the other. If you go through the hotel, the rate will be more expensive if you were to buy the hotel room and breakfasts and service charge separately. So I think I'm not sure exactly what a discount is, 10%, 15%, something like that. But the biggest difference really is along the cancellation policy. So the rates that we got that are discounted as of 30 days before departure, they become 50% non-refundable, and I think 15 days prior they become fully non-refundable, versus if you were to book directly with the hotel, you pay more, but cancellation policy is 48 hours. So like I said, to me, honestly, it doesn't matter either way. You got to do what's best for you. Ski passes are going to be done separately anyway, and I've envisioned that most of us will ski at Mount Orford because it's very close, but there would be days, I think on one day I've planned to go to ski at Owl's Head and one day to ski at Sutton. And so it has to be on those days. You cannot go in, well, you can, but you can buy tickets on your own through the group at the discounted group rate. It has to be on those dates that I've indicated. I'm also sending you some dinner menus from the hotel, so you can kind of sample that, get a feel for the menu and for the price. Because it's a Christmas week, they will be on skeleton staff 24th and 25th. So those 2 nights are addressed separately. You'll see the menu for that. And there is an option for those of you who stay over the New Year's to partake in the festivities that the hotel is putting up. I don't know exactly who and how, where to access that information, but I will in the next couple of days, so I'll make that available to you. As far as the procedure to book, obviously if you do decide to book through skianya.ca, same old, you log in, you go to Eastern Township, in the reservation section, you'll find the accommodation, you put in the dates, adults, whatever your deal is with your family, and you'll book the accommodation, you'll book ski passes. And an important thing is, when you come to the checkout, you'll be presented with the option to pay by credit card or by check. So do not select the option by credit card, select the option by check, because if you select the option by credit card, Skianya setup is such that it charges in US dollars, because we always go to Gore, etc. So that's going to hard code it. The system does not support multiple currencies. So long story short, select the check as a form of payment to complete the order, and then if you're a Canadian friend, send me an Interact transfer through Interline banking for whatever is the total amount. If you're my friend from the States, do not send me anything. I will calculate, or you can calculate the exchange rate, and I'll send you a separate invoice that you can pay by credit card in the appropriate amount when we convert US to Canadian dollars. And I think that's in a nutshell. I'll just stop here for now. Make sure this gets into your hand quickly. And as always, if you have any questions, give me a shout. I'll do my best to get those changes on the website in terms of dates, suites, and so on done this weekend. So hopefully we can then all be secured in our knowledge that we've made our booking, and we just have to look forward to seeing each other in whatever 4 or 5 weeks. Until we touch base again, be safe and see you soon.